Morning, good morning. The best to you this morning. Now, let's sing the morning song, and I have a special treat for us that Miss Greer wanted y'all to do. And I told her, sure, we would do that. All right, ready for our morning song? Now, me, 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 that means sit right when somebody's not sitting correctly. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. We're all in our places with sunshiny faces, and this is the day to start a new way. And Miss Moody messed that up. Let's do it again. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. We're all in our places with sunshiny faces, and this is the way to start a new day. Now, we have one thing to do. That means put your hand down. Special. This means put your feet down, and this means put your hand down. Now, what we're going to do is a little Halloween poem that you may remember. If you don't, I'll teach it to you. Do we have any reader here today? Anybody?
Xavier is the line.
Xavier?
Yeah.
Oh.
Xavier, were you the leader yesterday?
No.
I really was. Lena was
All right, Xavier, come here, please. These are puppets, and you don't want you to tear them up. Be careful with them. So, okay, what you do is you pick one of these and put it on your desk if you want one. And then if you would like to learn this, you raise your hand and he'll put one on your desk. There are only 5, so you decide. But you have to do it a little quickly. All right, look around the room at your friends and everything. Hurry up, all around, all around. Okay, now y'all come up here. And we have a little green line. Look at the number on your pump. Okay, so you're third. Where's number 1? Who has number 1? Come here. Number 1 means you're the first. Number 2, number 3, 4, and 5. All right. And y'all stand like this. These are puppets, so that means they go in front of your face. And all together. And Miss Greer, we're going to need you for this by that switch. Ready? We all say, 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, and you don't say anything, just this jack-o'-lantern. Step up and say, oh my, it's getting late. Say the second one said. The second one said.
There are witches in the air.
The third one says,
Well, we don't care.
the fourth one says,
Let's run and run and run.
the fifth one says, Halloween fun.
It's only Halloween fun.
Ooh, in the wind and out with the lights, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Oh, thank you. Okay, and next time, thank you. Let's be real careful with puppets because they're just made out of paper. We've had these for a long time, so we want to. Boys and girls, is this a puppet? I mean, a pumpkin or a jack-o'-lantern? How do you know? It's carved. It has a face. A pumpkin is just a pumpkin, but it becomes a lantern when it has a face. Kind of reminds me of the fact that a house is a house, but it becomes a home when who moves in? A family. That's the difference in a house and a home. That's a good extra dessert stay up 10-minute late class. Did we already do that?
It actually worked in my
dad
said about it where they actually gave me.
Excuse me. Did that work?
You got a quarter?
Yeah, they gave me money every time they said a bad word.
That is wonderful, and it breaks a habit that they don't want, and it helps you get rich. Whose turn is it to talk? 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. All right, some of y'all aren't saying it correctly. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me.
1, 2, 3, I'm looking at you.
There you go. Now, boys and girls, listen carefully. All right. Okay, boys and girls in phonics, we're going to do something different today because we're waiting. Next week, we have our new unit. And it is Friday, and usually we are pretty much through with the Friday. We are actually saving the write about it stories. We'll work on those a little bit later, okay? Before we begin, we did take our test, but I really want us to work more on Sally Ride, just the reading and the understanding of the words and all the other stories that we've had so far. Okay, boys and girls? Say yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Boys and girls, let's go ahead. Thought she had her paper right here, but of course, Brayden, we have something you need to do. Bryce, maybe Miss Greer. Bryce is still not here.
He's not
Oh,
here.
God. All right, because we need him to do that. We need him to work on that. All right, well, we'll go ahead and do this. This is Miss Patrick's class, phonics practice. So put your book up, and we'll ask Miss Patrick if she'll pass this out. Now, put your phonics book up because it's Friday. We have a worksheet in that. I'm going to ask the leader, Xavier, to come back and get your phonics homework. Be sure your name is on it. The other day I had one, and I had to track down whose phonics homework it could be. Now, today we're going to work in phonics before we do some reading in our suffix rules. On our suffix rules. Layla, don't do that, pretty girl. At this time, here, I'll help. So, here. All right, you got yourself a handful there. I mean, right here. Put 'em on the top right. All right, heads up, please. Everything should be off the desk except your phonics paper. You have room for your book, I think, but you may put that up if you'd like. So Charlotte's got. and silent E?
Bake.
What? A. The E is silent.
Bake.
We got that. The E is silent. When you have a word that ends in a silent E, you must drop your suffix that begins with a vowel. You must drop your silent E before ending a suffix that begins with a vowel. What if I want to add S? Do I have to drop the E? No. We would just say B-A-K-E-S. Mom bakes cakes a lot. If we want to add a suffix, though, that begins with a vowel like baked, E is a vowel. Or if we wanted to say Mom is baking a cake, I is a vowel, so we would drop the silent. We would drop the silent E. Okay? Read what it says, drop for our rule. And if you want to, take a pencil and kind of go over. Take your pencil and sort of make a, let it drop, make a circle around the rule. Right. And Miss Moody will give this to Maya. All right, go ahead.
When a word ends in a silent E, drop the E before adding a suffix or ending that begins with a vowel.
And what are your two examples?
Take, taking, large, and largest.
Very good. Now, Miss Moody just sort of added these to show you. So if you want to say bake, you're going to drop that silent E and add E-D to it. Of course, when you're writing, don't do that while I'm teaching. Of course, when you're writing, you're not going to put B-A-K-E and actually erase that E and put another E-T, are you?
Yeah, no.
No, that'd be silly. But I want you to understand when you write the word baked, that really what you're doing is dropping off the silent E and adding the ED suffix. But for take, we want to say, I am taking piano lessons. We have a long A and a silent E. To A, we've got to take, get it, take that silent E off and add ing. Plus, it would look funny, wouldn't it, to your eyes to see T-A-K-E-I-N-G. Brock, I asked you to wait. You don't need to write yet, doll baby. The next word is, what's this class?
Large.
Right, and we're going to add the suffix E-S-T. Large, larger, which means more large, largest. That suffix means the most large out of everything you're talking about. So, for large S, we're not going to put L-A-R-G-E-E-S-T, are we? No, that even looks silly. So drop that E and add your E-S-T. While we're working on comparison words, that's what we call these. Let me have Brock come here. Let me have Kylie come here, please. Real quick, just study Brock. Okay. You stand over here, please, Kylie. Okay, and let me have Jordan. Stand on Brock, please. Here. Come down a little bit. All right. I need you here. And you at the end. Everybody stand up tall. More like can't really tell. Brock, I'll let you sit down. And I'm trying to see. Okay, Sterling, come here. Brock, because I had to ask you to sit down, I'm going to give you a special thing to do, okay? Here, you get right here in the middle. Okay. All right. Instead of Lord, let's do another word. EST, we're using as comparison. Holly is tall. Holly is tall, so Connie, you stand right under tall. And Sterling, you come back here, and we're going to say Sterling is what class? Taller. Now, boys and girls, taller means more tall. That's what it means. Brock, I'm going to take away your special treat if you do that while I'm teaching. But Jordan, beautiful girls, is the what class? Tall is. That means out of the group, she is the most tall. This taller means more tall. Tallest means most tall of all these. So tall, taller, which means more tall. Tall is the most tall.
Like you.
And I always was exactly like Jordan in the classroom. I was always tall-est. Yes, I was about the size when I was 11 years old. So that was a whole lot of fun, but a different story for a different time. Let's give our volunteers for showing us comparison words. Oh, wow. Brock, I told you I would give you a special treat. I need somebody that can lickety-split come up here and erase this board right here. Just these words. Look how fast Brock can do it, and safely. Now, boys and girls, put your name on this at the tippy top. It says name. Okay, I need your name on there, Layla. And Malachi, I need your name. Everybody write your name. Now, Brock, is your pencil sharpened now? Okay. Now, boys and girls, let's ask a friend to read number 1. All right, let's go with James. Maylene, they divided it for you. Maylene, right? Cover it up. Hold your head up, honey. You can't read like that. Cover up. N-O-O-N. What's the long word? Good, good. After what? Afternoon. Maylene liked her music every afternoon. Well, we've got 2 new words we've got to write. What's the first one, Chandler? We're talking about number 1.
Hold it. Because I don't want you to miss out on this. You'll have to do it at recess. Okay?
Practice. But we want to add ES to it. Right. We drop their E and add ES.
Will you write that?
Write this, boys and girls, on the line that it gives you. What's the other word, Chandler, beside practices? Close plus ES. Spell it. C-L. Right, we dropped that silent E. Which word, though, should we pick for number 1, 4, 2, fill in the blank? Should we say Maylene, James, should we say Maylene practices her music every afternoon?
Yes.
Or Maylene closes her afternoon?
Practice.
Practices makes the most sense. So for number one, we'll have practices. Practices for music every afternoon. Boys and girls, this is a real important lesson. And this is a really, really good one for you too. Now, let's go to number two. Read that, excuse me, read that for us, please, Jordan. I've ever seen. We have two word choices, but first let's write the words correctly. We have right plus S. Jordan, spell ripest. And then, what's the other word choice we can pick? Cutest. Spell cutest for me. I feel like we've got a beaver loose in this classroom, working on wood, on a what? Pencil, right? Y'all think we have a beaver gnawing on the pencils? Now, what Jordan word are we going to use? Fluffy is the what cat I've ever seen? Cutest, that's right. We're going to choose cute S. How many of you in here have a cat? Raise your, okay. How many of you know that what you really have is a feline? You knew you had a feline? Well, hands down. Raise your hand if you have a canine. You do have any canines you have, Xavier?
2.
And what are their names? I hope not Fluffy and Peaches, because those will probably be felines. What are canines? Who can tell us? Chandler, what's a canine? A dog. How many of you knew a feline was a cat and a canine was a dog?
I knew a canine was a dog.
Well, give yourself a pat on the back. Everybody that knew that. Look at all these smart children.
I didn't know. 3 cats, 2 dogs, and 1 fish.
Okay. Oh, well, you must work at Riverbanks.
I have 4
Here we go.
cats, 3
Chandler,
dogs,
read number 3 for us.
and 10 fish.
Okay, let's listen. Edna. We're on number 3, guys. Chef Edna. Good sounding out. All right. Cucumbers. Look at that word. He sounded that out so quickly. All right, that's going to be the word we've got to fill in, but we got 2. What's your first choice? Traces. How would you spell traces?
Traces.
Right. And then, what would your second choice word be? Slices. Spell that, please. Right. Drop the silent E, Natty. Which word are you going to choose to fill in your blank? Good choice. Let's use slices. Who is that? Rock. What's wrong? Well, whoever it was, we don't make noises like that. Wasim, I appreciate how you had your hand up these entire time. That is very good. Being persistent and being politely persistent is very underrated. Read for us, please, number 4. We're going to number 4, sentence number 4. What does that say, Wasim, about about Dale? Okay, Dale makes up stories because she wants to be a blind. Now, we have two words we're going to select from. What's the first word, Mohammed, that starts with W-R-I-T-E? Writer. Let's spell writer. One who writes is a writer. How do you spell it? I-E-R, right. We dropped the E off from right and added ER because we don't want two E's. And then, how do you spell, what's the next word? Rate, long A, rate. Spell rating for us, Marcy. R-A-K. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Sorry. Let me get it off real quick. Go ahead, Marcy. Spell driver. A diver. D. No. Not D-I-V-E-E-R. What are we going to do to that silent E? Yes, we dropped it, didn't we? Do you see that? That we took one of the E's away? Because if we had it would be D-I-V is dive plus E-R would be D-I-V-E-E-R. And that's not right. We've got to take away this E and put this E-R on. D-I-V, and here's the E-R right here, okay? What word makes sense to you? Dale makes up stories because she wants to be a writer or a diver? A writer. One who writes is a writer. So let's write W-R-I-T-E-R. Did you get that written? Okay, boys and girls, because this board is so little, I'm going to have to go ahead and erase this. No, you cannot. You cannot go on that board without those special markers. So that's why I have to stay on this one. You meant which one? Oh, now I don't want to walk all the way over there and push my stuff over there. Easier just to erase this. Okay, now boys and girls, let's you got to do one. Well, boys and girls, you have to stay with us. Don't do that again. Right, right here. R-I-P, R-I-P-E-S-T. Don't ever stay behind. And then cutest, C-U-T-E-S-T, U-T, no, stick a U there. Now put E-S-T. Alright, and what fluff is the cutest, right? That same word up here. You're going to have to do the rest later because you can't do that. Boys and girls, listen to me. Always stay up with us, okay? Watching, listen to me. Stop that now and stay with us on the last two. And then when Miss Greer comes back, she can help me help you, okay? Because we've got to go on. Let's look at number 5. Read that for us, please, Walker.
Mike has a job.
Always say, Blight leaves for his neighbor. Always say Blight when you have a line like that. Read it again.
Mike has a job. Mike leaves for his neighbor.
Okay. This is number 5. I'll put it up a little higher. Well, boys, I'm sorry, girls, I can't do that. This meeting has a real bad shoulder. only go so high. Well, I have osteoarthritis, which makes it real sore. Mike has a job.
Arthritis.
Well, this lady feels like an old dog sometimes. Mike has a job. Mike leaves for his neighbor. Boys and girls, let's look at this word neighbor. We're so lucky we have it in here. It helps us with our rule, okay? I before E, except after, or is sounded as an A in neighbor or way. Let's say that rule. I before E, except after C, or as sounded as A, as in neighbor or way. And it reminds me that your spelling homophone is going to be what? Weight. And the other weight, that's how many pounds something weighs. The other weight means what? Yes, I'm waiting for something. Let's not yell out. We're a classroom. We raise our hand. Yes, Shirley. Okay, who read number 5 for us? Okay, Sterling, what's the first word under number 5? Number 5, what is that? Hide. Plus E. How are we going to spell hiding? No. We are going to drop that E. You have to look at me, sweetie. This is your whole lesson. Look at me, Sterling. Listen, please. To have the word hide plus ing, you drop the silent E, and then you add your suffix that begins with a vowel. Okay? Okay, let's remember that rule. Now let's go to the next word. What is that word, please, Xavier? Yes. We want to say rake plus ing. But what are we dropping, Xavier? We drop the silent. No, we never drop the silent I. We drop the silent E. Very good. Drop the silent E. Hide becomes hiding. Rake becomes raking. Which one do you want to pick, Layla, to go in your blank? Well, let's do this then. Let's go ahead and read our sentence and see how it sounds, Layla. Very good. Now, Wasim, did you copy that down? That's number 5, Wasim. Make sure you have all of these words written in there. Okay, and Miss Griffey may need your help on this. He was helping us, and he got a little behind. So we're going to help you, Wasim. We have one more sentence. I think he missed a couple. Okay, Carson, read the sentence, please. Carlos liked an insect insect reminds me of something that we have been studying. We're already through studying about it. Carlos brought an insect for his science fair project. Malachi, how many legs does an insect have? 6. How many body parts does he have, Holland? You want to phone a friend? Okay, that's right, you weren't. Well, when Miss Moody says phone a friend, that means you can pick somebody if you'd like. Are you learning names? Hollis. Sterling. Right, and how many body parts? Yes, look at her. An insect has 3 body parts and it has 6 legs. Okay?
That looks like a
Sometimes
spider.
compound eyes and sometimes wings if they fly. Let's sing this insect song since we're talking about stuff like this. Ready? Head, head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. Compound eyes and wings if they fly. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. The abdomen is where the female will lay the eggs come from the abdomen. All 6 legs, though, come out of the thorax, the middle part. Can you say thorax? Thorax, right. And they don't have to have wings, but some do. Read the 2 words we can choose, please. What don't you read, Taylor? Why don't you read
You just
the
said
first one?
Laura.
We're on sentence number 6. What's that first word we can choose? Exam, exam. We want to add ED, so we do what? Taylor? Class, what do we do? You know what? Miss Moody is not, I don't like this, she's not paying attention. James, all you ever do is drop the silent E and then add the suffix.
You said something about like
Thank you.
C or something.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, Wasim, how do you spell that? E-X-A-M-I-N. Thank you. E-D. What's the next word, Walker? Invited. We want invite and we want to add ED. How do we spell it, Walker? Invited. How do you spell invited?
INVITED.
Right. We dropped the silent E and added ED. Which word are you going to pick, Walker, to put in the line? Carlos examined an insect for his science fair project. It wouldn't make any sense to say he invited one, would it? We don't actually invite insects. So we're going to put examine in our blind. Very good. Now, I'm going to ask Brock, what, somebody's talking over my words. It really is kind of hurting my feelers. I think James had an issue this morning. You don't mind helping him. Let's ask Brock to read our rule again, Brock.
When a word ends in silent E, drop the E before adding a suffix or ending that begins with a vowel.
And then say taking, large.
Taking largest.
Very good. Boys and girls, I would like to have these papers, to check them, put them in your folder, so you will please get your name like Miss Minnie asked you to. No, I want your paper. I want your paper, and today was well spent on learning this. Miss Liz has given all of this information. She wants all children to understand the consonants, change it, if it has a Y to an I, and understand dropping your silent E. Next, we'll talk about doubling the final consonant, and that's a fun rule too. Thank you. Always be sure to walk up to the mountain pencil. No pencil. Thanks, Jerry. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's cute. All right, is anyone else graded? Anyone that has not turned in their paper?
Okay, go give that to Miss Moody. Put it on the desk, I'm gonna fix that.
Oh, you tell Papa Miss Moody said happy birthday. How old Papa gonna be?
Not yet, but I'm ready.
So, Charlotte's paper will need, and you know what, next time, I'm gonna send me
That's disgusting. That's pretty bad. That's disgusting. Very bad. I thought that was a tattoo.
You don't get this paper.
It's not a tattoo. No, I thought it was a tattoo. I did. I thought it was a tattoo. It's not. He made it with him. Looks like a square.